think I may have been doing a little bit too much talking as I've been recording videos, so I'm drinking tea. So as promised, I'm going to talk a little bit about why Freaky Nerd has been changed to Myra the Menopause Wellness Coach. The main difference is who I am marketing to, who my audience is. You know, initially I was all about, let's talk about vaginal wellness. And it was an individual thing. As time has evolved, I've learned we have to have a more broader spectrum of an audience. So I'm being punched in the back by a leaf. Let's talk about how Freaky Nerd started. Freaky Nerd started again as me being immersed in research about menopause and menopause wellness. And the name itself captured the enthusiasm of my research. It encompassed the exuberance of me continuing and looking for reasons why vaginal health was the key to menopause wellness. The name itself caused people to kind of chuckle or kind of ask questions. So it was kind of a conversation starter. So it helped to break the ice around the whole topic of vaginal health, women's health, as well as menopause wellness. Why is vaginal health so important in regard to menopause wellness? Well, did you know that as you are stimulated in your vag area, that it helps with decreasing your blood pressure? It helps with relieving tension and anxiety. It helps with blood pressure, tension, and anxiety, sleep. And it also helps to maintain the natural lubrication that is involved in your cooch area. And some people may say, oh, that's not important to me. Okay, that's your choice. However, as a vibrant, at the time I was going through menopause, as a vibrant 40-something-year-old woman, it was important to me. And unlike many women who say, oh, having, sex and being intimate, it's really not that important. It was important to me. I was in a full-blown relationship and I liked the person that I was with. Well, I'm still with them. And I wanted to make sure that that part of our relationship remained fruitful and happy and engaging and pleasurable. And with anything, as we know, menopause is the natural depletion of estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and other hormone fluctuations. So the vaginal area or intercourse, having those types of engaging in those types of activities promotes happiness. And y'all just don't understand. It is a dopamine and serotonin producer. We tend to just neglect the fact that, hey, as a woman, we have a vag, and it's more than just for us to, produce and have babies out of. It is also a natural part of our lives. So when I began my journey into menopause wellness, that was one of the things that I've kept finding was important to a lot of women. However, as time has changed, I have done additional research, worked with more women, and have come to realize, yeah, it's more than vaginal health. Oh, nutritional needs change, mental and social needs evolve. We have career transitions, and I know I talk about career transitions and occupational wellness a lot because it was truly impacting my overall wellness. I gained a lot of weight. I cried a lot. I was emotionally distraught. You don't need to be. So, and we want to make sure that our overall quality of life is maintained, even as we age, go through menopause. And I hear people say, oh, for me, menopause, my period stopped and that was it. Okay. But what about your social relationships? What about your emotional wellness? What about your intellectual wellness? Are you still able to cognitively process the way you used to in your 20s and 30s? And the answer is probably no, because you have neglected some areas of your life. So I veered off, freaky nerd. Changing my name from Freaky Nerd Wellness to Myra the Menopause Wellness Coach allows me to have more professional affiliations and business ties, going as Myra the Menopause Wellness Coach. Well, this just says menopause, but Myra the Menopause Wellness Coach. Client comfort. As I became more acquainted with a more broad spectrum of women, the comfort level when they hear Freaky Nerd Wellness, it just wasn't their thing. Respectfully, I had to understand that, and it's not about me. It's about me being able to service clients. The mission has changed slightly, so I have a broader vision for my business. At one point, it was just, hey, how can I help you with your symptoms? And my mission has grown more to, okay, let's look at this as a holistic approach, and what services, not just from me, but from other providers that are able to help you navigate aging and menopause and help you to maintain and help you to achieve an overall better quality of life. Yeah, after this video, I am done talking. So some things that have not changed are my commitment to evidence-based research. I'm going to do my research continually. And like I said, just as science changes, the information about menopause wellness, it has changed as well. And again, I incorporated my business in, I think it was 2018, 2019. And at that time, again, it was simply all about vaginal health and wellness in that regard. And now I see that I want to provide a more extensive array of services. And again, not just from me, but from other providers who want to do business with me. And doing business with me as Freaky Nerd Wellness. So Myra the Menopause Wellness Coach is a more suitable name for a business that is providing services. And ultimately, I need your man to also, or your partner, to be on board with me as a service provider and as other service providers wanting to do business with me to assist clients. I'm still a wellness nerd. I'm still all about menopause wellness. And yes, I still like to talk about intimacy, intercourse, all the things, because we have gotten to a place where we feel like, oh, that's not important. It is. It is vitally important. As you mature in age, that you consider all facets of your body, mind, spirit, body. All of those things come into play. Please comment if there's any topics that you would like for me to cover. I mentioned that in the previous video, and I'm going to mention it all the time. So just because my name has changed, just because my mission and vision has broadened, I'm still all about women's health. I'm still all about menopause wellness. I am still very invested in confidence, intimacy, and cognition. Those are my three overarching topics as a wellness coach. I believe that we all need to work out. I believe that we all need to have a spiritual practice. It is vitally important, excuse me, for people to have social connections. You have to be emotionally invested in self to know how to communicate your needs. Intellectually, we have to do things that feed our brain. And I said this before, the brain itself, our cognition is not changed. It is adapting to our current situation. So if we're not reading books, if we're not doing dances, if we are not micro learning, which is, I have a YouTube video playing over here, but we um and if you are not happy on your job, or if you're not fulfilled, all of those things will impact your overall quality of life and your wellness as a perimenopausal, menopausal, or even postmenopausal woman. That is why I am just so invested in women's health, menopause wellness, the whole gamut. Please drop a comment. Please comment below if there is anything that you would like for me to talk about, anything that I have skipped over. But yeah, that is how Freaky Nerd went from, and my website is still the same, even though I'm in the process. It's all about rebranding, and the logo is going to stay the same. This is a woman, and I see her as a woman who is blossoming. And I don't know how well you can see it, but there's like an inner glow right here at the belly area. And that signifies that wellness begins from the inside and it comes to the outward fruition. So my logo is going to stay the same. The name is the only thing that's different. My vision is a little bit broader. I'm more than just talking about cooches and stuff. I did have a little note sitting here. I was going to have a podcast that was Coochie Conversations, and I thought it was cute. However, I just need to see, and if anybody takes my idea, we're going to have a problem. But I don't care. What God has for me is for me. So I think that's it. So I am going to come back and talk later about, I do have some more stuff to talk about, but I'm going to stop there because, as you see, I've been talking too much and my vocal cords are like, girl, take a break. All right. So, peace.